Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition. We have Schlitz beer, the new City Brewing produced Schlitz beer. They started putting this out in 2024, and by the end of this year they are going to have all of the Pabst Brewing Company beers produced by City Brewing, they say. First time I've ever seen this on a Schlitz can. 4.6% alcohol. They never had the ABV listed before, so everybody was just guessing what it was. La Crosse, Wisconsin. Okay. And we got a Born of Best By date, guys. Well, we have a Born on date too. The 349th day of 2023 at 6:14 a.m. in La Crosse, Wisconsin. All right. So this was $11.99 for the 12 pack of Matherns. I got this stuff called Zoopy Manchurian flavor. Zoopy instant noodles from India. Certified halal. All right. In case you need to know that. Country of origin, India. Gujarat, India. I bought this at International Market. It wasn't a lot. It didn't cost a lot because I wouldn't have bought it if it had. Zoopy. I wasn't too impressed with the vegetable flavor. It's kind of bland. So let's see about this one. I cut up some yellow onions, some diced jalapeno. I have some Kerrygold aged Irish cheddar at the bottom, and some Rouse's Louisiana style hot sauce. Oh, you know what? Let's put some black pepper on it. Always a good idea. So we're getting past jacket weather now. I'll just have this. Probably be the last time I wear a jacket or coat in a video for a long time. All right, you know, until it gets cold again. So I got the flavoring I'll put at the bottom, the Manchurian. They say on the website, Zoopy website, as you know, Chinese Indian food is renowned and unique and all. I was like, I never heard of Chinese Indian food. It must be Chinese food that they sell in India. So that was interesting. Now the noodles look just like Top Ramen or Maruchan, honestly. A lot of people keep saying Maruchan is better than Top Ramen. I don't know the answer there. I haven't done an examination. If you say so, I guess I'll go along with that. They taste kind of the same to me, but I haven't examined it. Already prayed. So Schlitz, I got a bunch of old cans and bottles from years ago. Got this 6-pack in 1998 in Houston, Texas. This I bought up there. I might have bought it in Louisiana when they still sold bottles of Schlitz. We can get Schlitz High Gravity and Schlitz, what do they call it now? Lager, Blue Label, used to be Schlitz malt liquor. I can get bottles of that in Baton Rouge. 1996 in Hammond, Louisiana, just around here, about 12 years ago. 9 years ago this month, or late last month. All right, so it pours, get a thicker head and a narrow warp rim glass, but clear gold appearance. A lot of viewers tell me they can't get Schlitz. I don't know what to say about that. There's no locator tool on their website. But you can email Pabst, they might respond and tell you where you can find it. Not too widespread. 40 years ago, every state sold it, every beer outlet sold it, and then it began to go down, down, down. The aroma's typical lager, you know, like a little sourness. Not sour beer, which most of those are more tart than sour, but just that sour lager thing, fermented grains. Now they're saying they use, of course I wouldn't go by that website now. That website is so defunct. It still exists, but they do nothing to update it. It's horrible. But they used to say Mount Hood and Cascade hops from the Pacific Northwest. They're not saying that now. I mean, it still says on the website, but like I say, it hadn't been updated in 10 years. You can still buy caps and shirts. I did buy caps and shirts from that website. I'm still a little torn on the City Brewery, Schlitz, just from La Crosse. Now I know City's got some new owners apparently, and it'd be interesting if Pabst ever did take over their Memphis brewery, which was originally the ultra-modern Schlitz brewery from 50 years ago, that they could rename it the Schlitz Brewery. And I know some people, I see them oftentimes at baseball games, and they told me, yeah, we went on a tour there once. It's probably in the 80s. And she said, oh yeah, it was really interesting, the Schlitz Brewery in Memphis, and they had this room, the Schlitz malt liquor, she said, where the room shook like an earthquake and a bull came charging through the wall. You know, it was all like visual tricks, but she said that was really nice. Did they get in a tasting room? She said, and they had a Schlitz tasting room, and they tried all the products. Old Milwaukee Schlitz malt liquor, probably the they used to make an all malt European style with clay G's hops. The Erlanger. It's tasting pretty good now. It's very yeasty though. Does it taste like the 2007 to 2023 Schlitz, 2024 Schlitz, with that strong hop bitterness that for about 2 years tasted like an IPL? No, it doesn't. It tastes more like the Sweet 2. 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes, 2 out of 5 bitterness units. It does have the bitterness though, but it's different. Tastes more like this one, the 1977 to 2011 Schlitz. Now they had a problem back in the mid 70s. They were trying to cut corners, and they had some scientists that told them, I can show you how to make your beer quicker. Yeah, this is part of that 1977 to 2011 version. Beautiful bottle, huh? And so yeah, it did make the beer ferment faster. It was an agent they added to the beer, like a fermenting agent. There was only one problem. They kept adding more and more of it to do it faster, and then they started having solids form in the beer. Didn't make it taste different. Tasted the same. People loved the taste, but they would hold the Schlitz up to the light and say, why is there this slime in it? So the company had to dump 500,000 barrels of Schlitz down the drain in their new Tampa, Florida brewery, 1976. And the news came out, they couldn't hide it, couldn't cover it up, that they were adding this weird additive. And of course, you know, they start firing everybody. They brought in a new brewmaster who was an ex-Anheuser-Busch guy, and he started doing things correctly, and people said, oh yeah, we like the new Schlitz, it's done right, you know, it's pure, no funny stuff in it, just water, barley malt, grains, hops, and yeast. But the damage was done, it was too late. So it went from being the second best-selling beer in 1976 to now, 48 years later, nobody can find it, you know. But I can. It's really good. I like it. I was torn about it. This is can number 12 out of the 12 pack, but I am favorable toward it. It's different. So if you think it's the same, it's not. I guarantee it's not the same. It's a different product, but it has a good flavor. It has like a savoriness to it. It has body. So I think Schlitz had some like quality control problems over the years. Anyway, that's probably why Anheuser-Busch started taking over in 1958 as the #1 brand with Budweiser, you know. But they couldn't even find the original recipe. They said, we don't know where the original recipe is. And I was saying, that's a big company. What'd they do? Keep the recipe in a shoebox and they couldn't find the box? So, but this new one, yeah, it's at least an A minus, but it could be higher. But I think it, you know, 90 out of 100 would be good. 11.99 at a 12 pack, that's fine. Now, as far as this Zoopy India, I'll let it cool. It's gonna burn my mouth. So let's see. You know, any kind of noodles like this gonna pair with lager beer, especially Indian from India with its strong flavor. But I thought the vegetable was a little bland. Oh, we'll get to that bourbon later. That's an old brand. That's a really old brand. It's strong. It's pungent. I mean, it's not as strong as a vegetable. That smelled like a Days Inn motel lobby. It's not that fabulous. It's kind of bland, really. It's not a bad flavor. I never said it was a bad flavor, just that it could have had more flavor. I think the Maruchan and the Top Ramen had more flavor, but it could be they did just using more salt. And we're thinking it's flavor, but I don't know. It's, let me take another flavor of it. I still find this kind of watery, and I've mixed it pretty well. The Top Ramen I really liked. The Ramen Express I loved. That super hot one, which wasn't really that hot, but I liked it. Maruchan, of course, that's always a winner. The Twisted Noodles from the Ramen Express from South Carolina. Twisted Noodles from South Dakota. Beautiful product. Zoopy vegetable was kind of dull. The Zoopy Manchurian, I'm not finding it. It does have an aroma like Eastern Europe's, East Asia or Southern Asia. But overall, it's just kind of. It just doesn't have enough flavor, so give it a B minus, like 81. It's good, kind of good, but obviously if you go to international market, you're going to pay more for these specialty items from across the world than you're going to pay at the local store for a pack of ramen. But I'm not going to be tormented eating it, but I wouldn't, I mean, I say I wouldn't buy it again. If I see some other Zoopy products over there, I mean, I might buy them. I need to go to Golden City Market, which it was overwhelming. They had so many packs of noodles, I was like, couldn't even process it. I would say get Schlitz and pair it with Maruchan, chicken, beef, shrimp, doesn't matter. Or a Top Ramen from Nissan. They'll probably win. It'll be a winner. Oh yeah. Definitely in the low 90s. What other noodles coming up next? I think I'm gonna do this Maggi. Authentic Indian noodles, Maggi's. This is the 2-minute noodle. They all take about 2 minutes. contains a bioengineered food. Well, that's good to know. Because then you can be part of a chemistry experiment. Oh, they go on to all this detail about how they use the coriander. So I have to read about that later. And it's produced by Nestle. What the hell? Oh, it's a Nestle brand. Well, well, well. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I bought it, man. Anyway. All right, well, thank you for watching Laissez Les Bon Temps Relay, a real winner. That one's questionable. We're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Memphis, Tennessee, Latrobe, Pennsylvania, La Crosse, Wisconsin, or Irwindale, California, and take a city brewing brewery tour.